Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me, and here's my quick review of the movie If. Now, admittedly, I was looking forward to this. John Krasinski wrote it, directed it, he started it a little bit, and he was working with Ryan Reynolds, also somebody who I just love their movies, and I was really excited about this film. I thought it was going to be a kickoff, good, feel-good, fun kid movie to take my children to, and I did. They liked the movie. Right off the bat, it's a miss. It's not terrible. Should you go see it? You could. You could go either way. You could see it later. It's not like it's a terrible movie like, oh my God, that was horrible. But the most frustrating part about it is that I thought it could have been great. And without getting into spoilers, I never like to do spoilers, there were a couple of scenes in the third act, towards the end of the film, that tugged on your heartstrings, made me had to choke back tears, and it wasn't necessarily earned that much. It was just the way that they filmed it, that the acting and the story came together enough that it was pretty remarkable that I was like, really? I'm like, because the film wasn't grabbing me all that much as I thought it should have. But that's the sort of sad thing, the fact that it didn't pay off in a big, big way. Now, of course, the girl Cailey Fleming, she's marvelous in the film. And if you don't know what it's basically about a girl who goes through something tragic and she starts seeing other people's ifs, imaginary friends. And there's a story behind this, and I don't want to give anything away to it, but generally it was a great premise. And a lot of it, there were so many good little parts of it, but the movie didn't flow very nicely. And I think that's the part that was most jarring and kind of didn't let me get into it. Movies that are either sentimental or funny, they can have ebbs and flows and things that transition nicely as long as it's an organic transition from one feeling of a movie to another. So you can have a really, really funny movie and all of a sudden has a really serious moment or a really heartfelt moment. Those ones grab you, and that's good. Or you can have something that's really serious and has a lot of heaviness to it, but it'll have some lighthearted moments as well. But as long as it's organic and it flows great, that's totally fine. So generally, I'm going to say this. John Krasinski, he missed on this on a few different levels, mostly because of that things were just kind of pieced together. He had lots of great ideas, and he either needed to work with somebody to try to focus the film more and get it down to its essence and have things really flow nicely, or he just needed more time himself to develop and kind of pick and choose what he thought was going to be the most impactful, the most important part of the film. So I'm going to give this a 65. The special effects, the CGI, all of that is marvelous. It's well acted for the most part. And I just think that it just misses on the story and how things should have just kind of been a little bit more focused and had a string through the whole story that could have tied everything together. Now, as one more note, the voice acting for some of the characters, some of the ifs. Steve Carell, I love him. He's a great actor. He has proven himself time and again to be very versatile and fun. I felt that his character was very forced. It was almost like they said, okay, Steve, you ready? Now be funny right now. And he had to try to be funny. So he was kind of milking the material instead of it being written really well for him so that he could kind of come off and use his acting ability to make it great. That was also a miss for me. But again, I'm going to give it, like I said, a 65. It's not bad. Should you go see it in the theater? It's up to you. But I took my kids. They enjoyed it. They liked it quite a bit. But I didn't hear them giggling throughout. It was almost like it was not funny enough for the kids to really enjoy it. And it was almost too slow for them. And some of the more serious moments didn't hit hard enough because the story wasn't concise and focused, as I mentioned before. So, anyway, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe down below. We'll catch you guys next time.